Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. A knowing smile, a deep compassion, and a spirit that lit every room. Damian Thomas lived a life full of grace, kindness, and an unwavering love for storytelling. Those who worked with him often spoke of his quiet strength, his generosity, and the way he made every scene, no matter how small, feel essential. Across nearly 5 decades, Damian brought unforgettable characters to life on screen and stage. Fans fondly remember him as the mysterious Count Karnstein in the cult classic Twins of Evil, and as the wise Father Martin Alvito in the acclaimed miniseries Shogun. His portrayal of Richard Mason in Jane Eyre further showcased his remarkable ability to carry complex emotions with subtlety and depth. Born in Ismailia, Egypt, Damian's journey into acting was shaped by a passion for history, humanity, and the arts. His career included memorable appearances in Henry VIII and His Six Wives, Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, The Message, Pirates, and Never Let Me Go. On television, few could match his versatility, with standout roles in series such as Blake's Seven, The Professionals, House of Cards, and Agatha Christie's Poirot. Despite his many achievements, it was his humility that truly set him apart. Damian effortlessly embraced characters from many walks of life, building a career admired for its range and dignity. He passed away peacefully at the age of 83 at Salisbury Hospice in Wiltshire, after bravely facing progressive supranuclear palsy. Throughout his final years, he remained as dignified and kind as ever. Upon hearing the news of his passing, a colleague shared, "Damian had a soul that made every story richer by his presence. His performances live in our memories, but it's his gentleness we will miss the most." Damian is survived by his beloved daughter, Phoebe Court Thomas, who carries forward his spirit of warmth and creativity. The entertainment world mourns the loss of a man whose light reached far beyond the screen and stage. His legacy lives on in every role, every memory, and in the hearts of those lucky enough to have known him. Tributes to Damian Thomas. Number 7. Sometimes you have to fall down to find out what you're made of. Jiggly Caliente lived by these words, facing every challenge with laughter, grace, and incredible strength. At 44, the beloved entertainer and advocate passed away peacefully, following health complications from a severe infection that ultimately led to hospitalization. Surrounded by family and dear friends, Jiggly left this world much the way she lived in it, surrounded by love. Best known for her unforgettable appearance on the 4th season of RuPaul's Drag Race, Jiggly's personality lit up the screen from the moment she entered the workroom. Fans were drawn to her humor, her resilience, and the heart she wore so openly. Returning for All Stars 6 only deepened the public's love and admiration for her. Her talents extended far beyond the competition stage. As Veronica Ferocity on FX's groundbreaking series Pose, Jiggly created space for authentic trans representation in Hollywood. She later brought her warmth and wisdom as a judge on Drag Race Philippines, inspiring a new generation of performers. Born in the Philippines and raised in America, Jiggly was proudly herself, always. After coming out as a transgender woman in 2016, she became a fierce advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, using her platform to champion acceptance, visibility, and hope. Fellow Queen Hannah Conda wrote, "My heart is broken, fly high our queen." M1's Jade, so added simply, "I love you so much, I will miss you." Heartfelt messages like these reflect how deeply Jiggly touched hearts all around the world. Her radiant spirit, quick wit, and unwavering honesty made her not just a star, but a beloved beacon for many. Jiggly Caliente's journey showed us all that authenticity is power, and that true beauty shines brightest when shared. Tributes to Jiggly Caliente. Number 6. Golf is not just a game, it's a reflection of life itself. Those words, once spoken about J.C. Sneeed, capture a spirit that inspired generations on and off the green. J.C. Sneeed, legendary figure in the world of golf, has passed away at the age of 84. He left us after a brief illness, surrounded by family, love, and memories that spanned more than 6 decades of excellence. Throughout his storied career, J.C. earned 8 PGA Tour victories, thrilling fans with each swing. He also secured 4 wins on the Champions Tour and proudly represented the United States in 3 Ryder Cups. His fierce playoff victory over Jack Nicklaus to win the Players' Championship remains one of the sport's most talked about moments, but trophies and titles only tell part of his story. On the fairways, J.C. was known for his calm presence and sharp competitive edge. Off the course, he was admired for his warmth, humor, and down-to-earth nature. Before golf, he was a standout athlete, excelling in baseball, football, and basketball. His time in the Washington Senators farm system hinted at a bright future, but golf ultimately captured his heart, and lucky for all of us, it did. Longtime friend and fellow golfer Tom Watson reflected, "J.C. had a natural gift, but it was his heart and grit that truly set him apart. He made everyone around him better." J.C. Sneeed leaves behind a proud family, including his son Jason, and a wide-reaching community of fans and friends. His influence will continue through the game he loved and the countless lives he touched. Today, as we reflect on his journey and celebrate his life, we honor a man who showed what dedication, resilience, and heart could achieve. Tributes to J.C. Sneeed. Number 5. An immigrant's attempt to understand America. That's how Herbert J. Gans once described his life's work. In doing so, he helped America understand itself. Herbert J. Gans, the brilliant mind behind groundbreaking studies on urban life, community, and mass media, passed away peacefully at his home in New York City at the age of 97. Born in Germany, he escaped Nazi persecution as a child and began a remarkable journey that would leave a lasting imprint on modern sociology. From Boston's West End to America's suburban neighborhoods, Gans told the stories of everyday communities with empathy, respect, and sharp insight. His pioneering books, The Urban Villagers and The Levittowners, remain touchstones for students and scholars alike. Gans challenged stereotypes, exposed myths, and gave a voice to people often overlooked. Throughout a career spanning more than 7 decades, Gans served as a trusted teacher, mentor, and public advocate for social equity. At Columbia University, where he taught for decades, his students remember him for his compassion, wit, and tireless curiosity. He also led the American Sociological Association as its president and received the organization's Public Understanding of Sociology Award, among many other honors. Sociologist William Julius Wilson once said of Gans, "He was a lifelong champion of the common citizen, never losing sight of humanity, even in the hardest data." Gans passed away due to natural causes, closing a life dedicated to truth, justice, and understanding. He is survived by his beloved wife, Louise Gruner, and their son, David Herman Gans. Though Herbert J. Gans is no longer with us, his work continues to inspire new generations to look deeper, question assumptions, and imagine a fairer society. Tributes to Herbert J. Gans. Number 4. The creative mind is a reflection of the universe itself, Jack Catz once said. a belief he lived by each day of his extraordinary life. Jack Catz, revered comic book artist, painter, and storyteller, passed away peacefully at 97. His groundbreaking work, including the legendary The First Kingdom, forever changed the world of graphic novels. Born in Brooklyn, Jack began drawing professionally while still a teenager during the golden age of comics. His detailed art and bold imagination quickly set him apart. Even early in his career, Jack's hand could be seen touching up some of the most iconic comic strips of the 1940s. Over decades, he worked with publishers large and small, but his real passion emerged with The First Kingdom. Spanning 24 issues and 12 years of tireless work, the epic became a cornerstone for the modern graphic novel. Deeply philosophical and stunningly intricate, it showed what comics could truly achieve. Despite stepping away from mainstream comics for over a decade, Jack returned stronger than ever. Well into his 80s and 90s, he continued to create, launching new graphic novels, painting, and mentoring young artists. In 1982, he earned the prestigious Inkpot Award. In 2023, he was inducted into the Will Eisner Hall of Fame, an honor that celebrated a lifetime of fearless innovation. Jack's art was fueled by his love for masters like Hal Foster and Alex Raymond, yet he always maintained a voice uniquely his own. His work was known for its precision, rich detail, and a profound sense of wonder. He was a true pioneer, a giant of imagination, said a fellow artist and longtime admirer. Jack showed us how vast a single mind could be. Jack left this world just 2 days ago, leaving a ripple of deep respect across the creative community. He passed from natural causes, surrounded by the legacy he so lovingly built. Jack Catz's vision, spirit, and immense contributions will continue to inspire. His pages, bursting with life and depth, remain timeless. Tributes to Jack Catz. Number 3. Lana's spirit taught us that limits exist only in the mind, fellow Olympian James Wofford once said. There was never anyone like her, and there will never be anyone like her again. Those words echo today as we remember Helena Allaire Lana Dupont Wright, who passed away peacefully at the age of 84. Raised amidst the rolling farms of Maryland and Delaware, Lana developed a bond with horses early on. What started as spirited fox hunts soon grew into a journey that would change the face of equestrian sports forever. In 1964, Lana made history at the Tokyo Olympics by becoming the first woman ever to compete in the grueling 3-day eventing discipline. Braving a rain-soaked cross-country course alongside her horse, Mr. Wister, she helped lead Team USA to a silver medal. Her courage shattered a long-standing barrier, opening the door for generations of women in what was once a male-only arena. Lana's dedication to the sport never wavered. She co-founded the United States Combined Training Association, now known as the U.S. Eventing Association. At her beloved Unicorn Farm in Maryland, she mentored young riders and built a home for future champions. She supported local pony clubs and fostered a true grassroots community around the love of horses. Her talents reached far beyond the eventing world. Lana turned to competitive driving, claiming team gold at the 1991 World Driving Championships. She later took on the intense challenges of endurance riding, completing 100-mile races with the same grit and heart that marked every chapter of her career. Those who knew Lana remember not just her achievements, but her spirit. Fearless, humble, generous. She preferred quieter victories, letting her hard work and kindness do the talking. Lana Dupont Wright passed away due to natural causes. She leaves behind a legacy of groundbreaking accomplishments and countless lives touched by her mentorship and example. As tributes pour in from every corner of the equestrian world, one thing is clear: Lana's life was a story of passion, perseverance, and change that will inspire forever. Tributes to Lana Dupont. Number 2. His pen captured the spirit of a people, and his stage gave voice to a province. Jean Claude Germain, a beloved pillar of Quebec's cultural world, passed away peacefully at the age of 85. His passing in Magog has left a profound silence in the world of theater, literature, and storytelling. Over 5 decades, Germain transformed Quebec's artistic landscape. His journey began with founding Le Théâtre du Même Nom, which later blossomed into Théâtre d'Aujourd'hui. As artistic director, he opened the door to fresh voices and new ways of telling Quebec's story. Germain's plays like Le Roi des Mises à bas prix and a Canadian play, Une play canadienne, captured everyday Montreal life with both humor and heart. His books, from Rue Fabre, Centre de l'Univers, to Le Feuilleton de Montréal, documented a city and a culture finding their voice. Beyond his own creations, he mentored countless young artists as a teacher at the National Theatre School of Canada. His generosity extended beyond the classroom, making him a beloved figure among writers, actors, and dreamers alike. Colleagues remember his warmth, his quick wit, and his tireless defense of Quebec's artistic soul. As La Presse wrote, Jean Claude Germain wasn't just part of Quebec's theater history, he helped write it. He endured personal loss, too. His former spouse, actress Nicole LeBlanc, passed away in 2017, a sorrow he carried quietly. Jean Claude Germain's passing is due to natural causes. Though he is gone, his words, his plays, and his spirit remain part of Quebec's living memory. He leaves behind all those he taught, inspired, and stood beside, a vast family bound not by blood but by creativity and love. As the lights dim and curtains fall, we take a moment to celebrate his legacy. He offered Quebec its voice and asked only that we listen. Tributes to Jean Claude Germain. Ode. What's trend? It is not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Few embodied this more fully than Lucia Alves. Born in Belo Horizonte, Lucia lived a life rich with passion, artistry, and generosity. Over nearly 6 decades, she brought unforgettable characters to life, becoming a familiar and beloved presence for generations across Brazil. Her role as Potira in Irmãos Coragem cemented her place in television history. Decades later, she showed her remarkable range once again as Thelma in Bendito Fruto. Each performance revealed not just her skill, but her deep connection to the human spirit. Lucia's contributions went well beyond the screen. Known for her warmth and grace, she mentored young talents and gave her time to causes that supported the arts. Friends and colleagues often spoke of her open heart and steady wisdom. At 76, Lucia Alves passed away peacefully, surrounded by her loved ones. News of her loss rippled through the Brazilian entertainment world, leaving a space that will not easily be filled. A longtime collaborator shared, "Lucia didn't just teach us how to act, she showed us how to be better people." While she kept her private life close, Lucia's public legacy is one of excellence, kindness, and resilience. Her body of work remains a gift, a lasting testimony to her spirit and sheer love for storytelling. Though she is gone, Lucia Alves's brilliance will continue to shine in every performance she gave and every heart she touched. Tributes to Lucia Alves. The greatest legacy we can leave is not in monuments or memories, but in the hearts we inspire. Philip Lowry did just that through decades of unforgettable characters and quiet kindness.